John Bates, man. Welcome into Snackin with Selby, presented by Safeway. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm a lot better now that I got this.
I can imagine.
This sitting in front of me.
So when I heard, because I have a master sheet of, what everyone likes on the team. And you chose, some people chose tiramisu, some people chose a honey bun cake. You chose cheesecake. Pretty basic.
Yeah.
But it's a classic. So why cheesecake?
To be honest, I don't know why cheesecake exactly, but ever since I was a kid, for holidays and special occasions, there was always cheesecake around. And I think it was the mixture of the soft, whatever this stuff is right there, mixed with the crust. Yeah. I don't know what it is about it, but to me it tastes so good.
So this is like a nostalgia trip for you a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into it, man.
Okay.
Before we do that, I know if Jake is listening, that you have a really strict diet.
Yeah.
So everything in moderation, including moderation. So we'll just have a little bit here because I know you've earned it because you just got done lifting.
Yeah, so I gotta.
Yeah, you gotta get a little bit of a reward.
Gotta treat yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So you get it.
That's really good.
Yeah? I'd never done this recipe before.
Really? This is perfect.
Wow.
I was really tired coming up here and not knowing what to expect, but now that I got this in front of me, I can't stop smiling. This is really good.
I get you, man. I get you. So let's dive into you a little bit here. And one of the most fascinating things I found out about you back when you got drafted, which, by the way, before we start, does that ever, that feeling of being in the NFL ever, do you ever get used to that? You realize, this is a dream you kind of realized since you were a kid, now you're here. Does it ever get old?
It doesn't. And it's weird because, last year you get so caught up in the season and the schedule being so routine and so much the same that you almost kind of get lost to it. But when you get outside of the first off season, you step back and you look at everything. It's holy crap!
You got to pinch yourself, right?
Yeah. Exactly. It's last year went by so fast and it was a blur, but when you take that step back and look, it's holy crap! I just played my first season in the NFL. I've always wanted to do this. How cool is this? Yeah. And so when you keep that into perspective, it keeps things refreshing and it keeps things exciting because there's always something new, something different that you have in the back. Just the fact that you're playing in the NFL, the chance of people someone getting to do that is almost zero. So it's really, really cool. And always cool thing to keep into perspective.
There you go, man. So you went to college, Boise State. Let's see, for someone like me who grew up in the South, that's almost like a mythical land.
Yeah.
Because I never really lived
I don't know
there.
How many times in even just the last couple weeks I've had people be where's Boise at? They don't even know where it's at on the map. They don't even know what state.
So what is there to do over there? Is it just potatoes everywhere, or what's going on?
That's the big talk with everyone is oh, Idaho potatoes. But Idaho is one of the most unique and beautiful states for whoever hasn't visited there. You got farmland, you got mountains, you got hills with biking, and then you got in the wintertime, you got tons of ski resorts with snowboarding, skiing, you got tons of lakes for fishing, water recreational sports, stuff like that. And my family was fortunately people out here might think it's far away, but 7 hours away. But over on the West Coast, everything is so much farther, so it's really not that far of a drive from what I'm used to. Yeah. So it's nice having my family close enough, but it was really cool for me just to have that independence for myself. And so I feel I was able to grow a lot there, and then just our program in general with the culture that we have and the things that we preach was really big for me, just understanding what it is to be a professional, what it is to handle your business in the classroom, on the field. Simple things showing up on time, doing things, having integrity with everything you do, even when no one's looking, doing the right thing, stuff like that was really big for me in my experience in college and something that I'm very thankful for.
One thing I learned about you is a few months ago, you celebrated your 1-year anniversary of being married. How cool was that?
Me and my wife have been together since high school. Wow. So we're coming up on 8 years. And so we were dating for a really long time, got married when I was training for the draft. So we got eloped down in Southern California.
Okay.
And it was so different because We didn't go on a honeymoon. Like, it was just us two and a photographer, so it was super intimate. And we made a whole day out of it. But then the next day at 6 a.m., I'm up again, getting ready to like training for, you know, football and stuff. And so that 1 year anniversary was really special to us because it was our first time in our entire relationship where we had like quality time off together. For our 1 year anniversary / honeymoon, we went down to Florida for a couple weeks and enjoyed it down there. So
cool, yeah.
It was really special, really cool time.
So you said you eloped. I mean, you tell the parents, like, when they what was the reaction when they found out?
Yeah, I mean, parents were cool about it. I mean, I think obviously they wish, you know, they could have been there for support and stuff, as any parent would be, but they were very understanding and of the situation because it was during COVID too. So it was
which is understandable.
Looking for, you know, places to get married where we wanted to, just like COVID and everything. It was a mess. And I mean, really, realistically, if we would have wanted the wedding that we wanted to, it probably wouldn't have been till this last summer.
Right.
So it would have been pushed out an entire year just trying to get all that settled. So, you know, we were really happy about it. I mean, it was the best day ever and wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
I like that. I like that answer. So last one, you know, because this is, at the end of the day, it's a football show. So we have to ask a little bit of a football question. How excited are you to be able to take on, you know, this opportunity, you know, really just to have an expanded role, you know, as you go through, you know, a really big year?
I'm super excited. You know, last year I think was a really big growing year for me. Just, you know, first year in the NFL, knowing what to expect. I mean, just the NFL life in general, you know, having to have a lot more responsibility on your own, in your own hands and your own time. You know, going up against bigger, faster, stronger guys and having to do that at a high level. So, you know, I feel a lot more comfortable having that first year underneath me, just with the experience, knowing what to expect, knowing, you know, how fast the game is, how smart you have to be to play this game at a high level. And so I'm so excited to get out on the field and, you know, hopefully to be able to show that, you know, I've progressed in a lot of ways.
I love it. Well, man, I'll tell you, you were my favorite draft pick last year, the way you produced. So I'm excited to see what you got going on this year. But thank you for stopping by. And, you know, if you have any other requests any other time, you know where to find me, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the cheesecake, man. This is awesome. I might have something else for you down the road.
Okay,
we'll save it maybe for down the road.
Episode.
Exactly. Yeah. It's cheesecake related, but it's a different kind.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you heard it first. Next time. Thanks again, John.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep.